Most men are quietly collapsing, not because they're weak, but because the world has trained them to be. Why are so many men and fathers struggling to stay grounded in 2025? Why are millions battling silent wars they'll never talk about until it's too late? In the next few minutes, you're about to hear 35 brutal truths that every man and every father must face before 2026. Some of them will sting. Some will feel like a punch to the gut. But if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, "There's more to me than this," you need to hear this. If you want to survive with your mind, mission, and masculinity intact, listen. Not with your ego, with your soul. This is the Father Within, a channel for men ready to rebuild themselves from the inside out. If you're tired of shallow advice and ready for truth without sugar, you're in the right place. Let's begin with the truths society never told you, but life will. 1. You're not respected by default. You must earn it. In today's world, masculinity isn't handed a seat at the table. Respect is earned by competence, control, and quiet strength. No one will care how hard your life has been, only what you've done with it. 2. Being a man today means you are disposable until proven otherwise. A man without value is ignored. You are only noticed when you perform or when you break. Modern systems don't protect men. They replace them. 3. No one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your government, not your partner. You must become your own rescue team. Every man is drafted into war, and the battlefield is his own life. 4. Society wants obedient men, not strong ones. They will reward you for staying quiet, soft, and compliant. But when hell breaks loose, they'll beg for the man with a backbone. Be that man, not the one they pretend to want. 5. Masculinity is mocked until it's needed. You're called toxic until danger arrives. Then they want you brave, composed, and prepared. Train now. Don't wait for the world to approve. 6. Comfort is the enemy. It doesn't feel like a threat, but it is. Comfort makes you slow, soft, numb. Your edge dies in convenience. 7. Porn is the new poison. It drains your energy, warps your mind, kills your drive. It makes intimacy transactional. Most men are addicted, and most won't admit it. 8. Most men are lonely but won't admit it. You go to work, you come home, you sit in silence, and no one asks how you're doing, because they assume you'll just carry it all. 9. Your emotions are valid, but your reactions are your responsibility. Pain is inevitable, rage is understandable, but self-control, that's your job, no one else's. 10. Being a man is a burden, but it's also a gift. You were made to carry weight, not because it's easy, but because greatness is only born under pressure. Still with me? Then you're stronger than most. Now let's talk about the one thing that shapes the next generation and will define the legacy you leave. 11. Your children don't listen to what you say. They become who you are. They study your silence more than your lectures. They mimic your reactions, your tone, your presence. You are their first mirror and their first map. 12. You cannot outsource fatherhood. Not to a teacher, not to YouTube, not even to their mother. You are not optional. 13. Being present isn't enough. You must be powerful and present. A passive man in the room is not a father. He's a placeholder. Kids need your authority, your attention, and your stability. 14. You must protect your children from the world and from yourself. Your anger, your wounds, your chaos. If not healed, it becomes theirs. Fatherhood is not just protection, it is purification. 15. Your absence will echo louder than your presence ever did. You may forget the moments you missed. They never will. To a child, your silence is louder than shouting. 16. You are not just a provider. You are a leader. Food, shelter, and money are the floor, not the ceiling. You are the moral compass, the law, the light. You are the voice they will remember when life tests them. 17. The world teaches your kids to reject you. Culture says masculinity is outdated. It teaches boys to be ashamed of strength, girls to distrust authority. If you're not present, they will absorb the lies. 18. Discipline is love. Weakness is not. A father who avoids discipline raises a child the world will punish. Boundaries are not cruelty. They are security. 19. Every father fights two battles, the one outside and the one within. The bills, the work, the expectations, but also the anger, the shame, the memories, and the fear you'll become your own father's shadow. 20. The best father you can be is the man you needed as a boy. You can't go back and fix your childhood, but you can make sure your children don't inherit your pain. That's the real redemption arc. Most men stop here, but you're about to face something most never dare to confront: your own shadow. "21. There's a beast in you. Denying it makes it worse. Every man has darkness. It's not evil, it's primal. Learn to master it, or it will master you." 22. You cannot love fully if you hate yourself silently. Self-hatred leaks into every relationship. You'll either over-control or disappear. Healing is not selfish. It's required. 23. Your trauma is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. You didn't cause the wound, but now it's yours to heal. No one else is coming. 24. You are not your thoughts. You are the man who commands them. The brain produces chaos, but only cowards obey every urge. Discipline is what makes a man dangerous and safe. 25. Your body holds the pain. Your mouth refused to speak. Your tight shoulders, your clenched jaw, that insomnia, that fatigue. Your nervous system remembers everything. 26. You were raised to suppress pain, not process it. You were told man up instead of let's talk. But healing requires honesty, not hardness. 27. You can't lead others if you can't sit with yourself. Stillness is where real strength begins. If silence terrifies you, that's where your work is. 28. Modern masculinity is a performance. True masculinity is a practice. Social media shows men who look strong. Real life reveals the ones who act strong, especially when no one is watching. 29. Strength without self-control is just violence. A strong man with no inner compass is a threat, not a leader. Restraint is proof of power. 30. No one will congratulate you for healing. Do it anyway. There are no awards, no applause, but there is peace, and that's enough. We've faced the man, the father, the shadow. Now let's confront the world and how it's rigged against real men. 31st. Status is no longer earned through virtue, but through visibility. You can go viral and still be hollow. The world rewards the loud. You must learn to be effective, even when unseen. 32. The world rewards soft men, then resents them. You'll be encouraged to be passive, then judged for being weak. Find your spine and never lose it again. 33. Men are shamed for leading and blamed when they don't. You'll be told not to lead, but punished when things fall apart. Be decisive anyway. 34. You will be misunderstood, criticized, and mocked. Be immovable anyway. Conviction costs comfort, but a man who bends to every opinion becomes no one at all. 35. The world doesn't need more men. It needs better men. Men with presence. Men with power. Men who protect, not perform. That's the man your family, your future, and your name depend on. Bonus truth? You just watched the full video. That means the war inside you isn't winning. These 35 truths are not for weak men. They are for the ones ready to face the storm inside, to lead with scars, to father with fire, to rebuild what this world tried to erase. Most men will click away and go back to scrolling, but you're still here. So the real question is, what kind of man are you becoming? The one who wants to join the Father within brotherhood and fight this fight together? Or you will go back to scrolling. The Father within is not just a channel, it's a challenge. And if you're still here, you've already answered it. If this hit something deep, then you already know this wasn't just a video, this was a mirror. So don't stop here. The next truth you need is waiting right there. Join the Father Within Brotherhood. https www.school.com. The Father Within Brotherhood 1767. Link is in the description below. See you there.